Do you need me to open the trunk?
Yes, please.
Okay. No problem.
Good job. You good? You good? That came off for the most part. All right. Gotta be nice to each other. Alrighty.
So we're going to 82, 43?
43 Priestley Drive.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, did I?
Did you guys? Yep, we had the cell phone chargers back
Get to your
here.
drop off at
Yep.
8243
And you picked us up from
Priestley
the
Drive.
U-Haul, me and my daughter.
Please use your seatbelt.
Oh, yes, I remember you. Yes, I
Turn left
remember
on
you.
Gilby Street, then turn right on North Hamilton Road.
It was on... which street was that? Like on...
That was Hamilton Road, I think.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I think it was the Hamilton Road where you can kind of turn around and go all behind it and all the things.
Mm-hmm.
Turn right on North Hamilton Road. Turn right on North Hamilton Road.
I'll put RV in for you.
Oh, sure. How's it going for you, like Ubering and stuff?
It's been alright. I told you this is like my first year.
I think you did, yeah.
Yeah. Doing it full time. So like last year in November of 23, I did it. I started doing it part time. Yeah. So it's been alright for me. I mean, it's,
You need it's like freedom. Just kind of
well, I would say it gives me the freedom to like just start working when I get up.
Sure.
But it doesn't give me a lot of like social life. You know what I mean?
Gotcha. Is you by yourself? Like,
Yeah,
working
I'm by myself. So you know.
I hear that. But that's honestly most entrepreneurial. Sometimes even when people are writing to say something. You get so much in mind. You know what I mean? You're running your own.
Yes. Yeah, and that's what they see it as. You know. You know, driving for Uber is pretty much your own business. You know. Yeah.
Sure. I'm sure it's better in summer and spring.
Summer and spring.
Like you know, like the winter, the snow, the ice.
It's able to keep you busy.
Yeah.
But when it comes to the winter, you know, you have all the snow, and that right there in itself is it's hard to deal with.
Yeah.
I think I'm vaguely remembering you.
Yeah.
Because you know I pick up people all the time,
Yeah.
and so if I remember, I'm trying to remember.
I just
You know,
remember you having this, and then us thanking you for this because we really enjoyed this. But we talked about something else too. Because you mentioned my daughter will remember.
Yeah.
I know we was up on the
Yeah, I remember.
That's nice, right?
I remember going somewhere and you were telling me that you guys came from a different state or something.
It was me. I had moved back from North.
Okay. How are you liking it here so far?
Well, I was born and raised in Columbus, and I have my own business too. We had for like 6 years.
Okay.
I had a storefront business and then I closed Florida. Thought I was going to retire in Clearwater. And I was there for a while, and I loved it there.
Mm-hmm.
But then my mom got sick here,
Mm-hmm.
and she was struggling to see, and she, some stuff was going on. So, and the daughter that I was with, also some stuff was going on with her too. And so I decided to come back and help them out. And I kind of just ended up staying. So I've been here now 4 years.
Yes.
And I think about Florida probably every day. And it's because I love being on the beach. And my condo was literally like 5 minutes from the door.
Yes.
Just walk to the beach. I would sit there all day, literally, do my office work in my truck, sleep in my truck, just on the beach.
Yes, yes. That sounds incredible.
It was amazing. I had this cute little BMW truck, and I would pop the trunk, the back part up, and I would let the music play.
Yeah.
And I would just pull my laptop out and just sit there and just watch the water. It was great.
Yeah, that sounds like a good feeling right there. It's just to be up by the beach, which is
You have like nowhere to be. Like just and then I would get up like 4 or 5 every morning and I would go run on the beach, the pier.
yeah.
And you see the dolphins jumping, the sun rising. I mean, it was dreamy. It was just perfection. It's just the only problem with living in Clearwater is it's a slow
In a
town.
quarter mile, continue
It's like
straight
older
through the
people.
roundabout onto North Hamilton
Everybody's
Road.
older.
Yeah.
Like all old retired people. So you have to drive to Tampa, or you have to go to like St. Pete, to enjoy different things. But the city itself, it's just really beautiful there. It's just so beautiful. Clearwater's amazing. And I did love it there.
Continue straight through the roundabout onto
But
North Hamilton
came back
Road.
here for a good reason, and kind of been just kind of stuck here since then.
Oh, okay. So you were staying with your daughter for a little bit?
No, well, when I moved back to Florida, I did.
Yeah.
But then I ended up staying with my mom.
Okay.
I'm probably going to stay back with her again because I'm staying with my son. I haven't gotten my own place since I've been back in 4 years. I've been hopping around with my kids.
Okay.
Because all my kids, those guys that just loaded me up are my kids.
Okay.
And so I just left my daughter's house just now. So I sleep around at all their houses. All their
Okay.
places. But now
You're still adapting.
You know what, I am. And I feel so not connected. So I'm like,
In a quarter mile, continue straight through the roundabout onto
I'm
North
going to be
Hamilton
connected
Road.
this time. Like, I'm going to figure it out.
Yes, yes, yes.
So, be an adult.
I mean, it's part of adjusting to a new lifestyle, I guess.
Yeah, it is really. And I had gotten like divorced like before that, so it's like being born as a new person, and like trying to figure out what you want to do, what you like.
Continue straight through the roundabout onto North Hamilton Road.
Yes.
And it doesn't matter how old you are or young; it's just something that happens. It's just a process. But I figured I'll focus on it this go round. See what happens. Make something happen. How about that? I'm gonna make
That sounds like a good plan.
Yeah.
That sounds like a good plan.
So I work out at the YMCA sometimes. So when I start swimming again,
Okay.
you get your head in the headspace. Get your head in the headspace you want your head to be in. Like you do your routine, swim, go to sauna, just kind of purge, kind of think about what is it that you want to do. So I'm a certified lifeguard too. So
Are you really?
So I may do that at the YMCA.
Okay.
Especially for summer coming. I trained to be a lifeguard when I got back.
Okay.
And I was the oldest one in the group. Like all of our kids, like all teenagers. I'm like the oldest one. And it was so hard. But I hung in there and I got it done. It was hard. You would have thought it was the baby seals.
Now, that's funny. That's funny. You're funny. You got a sense of humor. Now, let me ask you, how old were you? Because I'm trying to visualize it, right? You ever heard of the Kindergarten, the movie Kindergarten? You ever seen that? No, well, not that one. There was okay, that's another movie. There's an African movie where there's an African guy. He never went to school, and he goes to kindergarten, and he graduates, and like that movie has everyone tearing,
Okay.
Because, and then so I'm visualizing you like trying to be a lifeguard all your life, and all you see is these young people, and you're like, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna put my feet in the water, and I'm gonna get through this. You know, like,
Yes.
and like you're fighting, you're
Yes.
fighting your urges,
Yes.
your urges of being afraid of the water. You know, and you
All
getting
of that.
through it. Yeah.
All of
That right there, that right there in itself is a movie. You know that, right?
Yeah, that sounds like it. And when I went through it, I guess it could have been too because it was hard. And the funny thing is, like, my knee was really messed up. I had banged my knee after running.
Okay. Okay.
And I had a splint on my knee. And it slowed me down, but they let me. I just took my time. I still had to meet the time criteria, like when I got tested. But just during the drills, they let me go a little slower.
Okay.
But the day of my test, it was no mercy. It was like, no, who cares if your knee is bad? You got to do this, and like, you can rescue a person in under 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Because some brain wasn't right. But I did it.
So 2 minutes is the most you can hold your breath.
I think it's considered at that point a person can go into like a different state of like brain damage.
Oh wow. Okay.
So you have to be able to move fast to get them out of the water so that doesn't happen.
Okay.
So it is timed, and there's nothing you can do. You have to do it at the time.
Okay.
And so
that's not a lot of time. You know that, right?
no, it's not. It's actually, I want to say it's a little shorter than 2 minutes. I want to say it's like a minute and like 30 seconds or something like that. This is a short period of time. It's under 2 minutes. But anywho, I did it, and I was amazing. Like everybody in my class literally was a teenager, like 16, 17, 18. And I'm like 53. So I did it. I was 52 when I did it. I was 51. I'm like 52 when I did it. But the point is, significantly older than everybody else. And they were quick and fast. But it was amazing. I loved doing it. I enjoyed the whole experience.
Yeah.
But it did feel like the Navy SEALs.
I'm proud of you. I'm proud. Just hearing you tell me that that's how it felt for you, knowing that you had it wasn't like butter, like when
Right.
it was everything you can think of, your fears,
Yes.
your disappointments of
Yes.
feeling that you can't get it accomplished.
Oh,
You break through it, and you got through it, yeah.
In a half mile, take right exit 39 onto Ohio 16 toward Broad Street. This is the second lane from the right.
I really enjoyed the experience. But then, when it came time to, it's one of those things that you have to keep doing it. You know what I mean? You just have to stay into it.
Yeah.
You can't walk away from it. You have to just stay lifeguarding. And that's why it's really good for young people because they ain't got enough time. All summer long. It's the perfect job for a young person. But a lot of people are on shore doing this in like other cities, not necessarily
Take right exit 39 onto Ohio
where I
16
was
toward
at,
Broad
the
Street.
location I
Then
was
keep
in here
left.
in town. They were all kids, but when I looked online, there's a lot of adults in like
In a
California,
quarter mile, keep left toward
other
Ohio 16
bigger
East Broad
cities
Street.
where
This
they
is
have
the left
beaches.
lane.
Adults are actually lifeguards too, like
Okay.
me.
Keep left toward Ohio 16 East Broad Street.
I figured I don't want to do that though, like as a career for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the other thing I didn't know about lifeguarding is that they do the drills. So all that hard work that you do to become one, you have to do that every so often, like every 6 weeks.
Yeah.
You do it all over again every 6 weeks.
Every 6 weeks.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
So you've got to be in shape,
Yeah, actually, that's with me with swimming. I've never done swimming before.
What? Really?
Yeah, like I went in the water, but when it comes to like swimming,
Oh, yes, awesome. But yeah, it's the thing. It's a whole, the good thing I think that if you want to get into swimming, I think taking lessons would be the thing. Like taking lessons at the time. And they were teaching how to swim. And then that just helps build the confidence.
yeah.
Water is very powerful.
Yeah, I had a childhood memory when I was younger, like trauma, with water. And people experience it. I myself experienced it myself. But I kind of like didn't focus on swimming so much because it wasn't needed for me.
Yeah.
but that's, you know how you experience it. You know, like I said, that's a movie in itself.
Yeah.
Because I myself would like to get to be able to swim, but
Yeah.
I have so many things on my plate. Because you know, when you as a I'm not sure what ethnicity you are, but I take it as you're like mixture of black and something else. Well, oh, it's just black.
Yeah.
So when it comes to black community, you know, a lot of black children don't know how to swim. Yeah, and so that.
So interesting.
And then when it comes to the Latino community knows how to swim, but you know, they depending on how they grow up. But compared to the black community, they know it's a higher probability.
Yeah.
And now the white people have the highest probability of them knowing how to swim. Yeah, they enjoy water. That's why they call themselves polar bears, you know?
Okay.
Because they, you know, polar bears in the water all the time. So, yeah, so besides the cold, you know?
I wonder too sometimes if it was just that it was economics involved too, because to swim, of course, you do have to learn how to swim.
Yeah.
It costs money. You know what I mean?
Yes,
It's not
yes.
cheap to learn how to swim.
Yes.
And if you want to, especially get one-on-one training,
Yeah.
just honestly, the idea of going underwater is kind of scary when you think about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or diving into water. That's kind of like not necessarily natural. But, you know, yeah, I just think maybe economics are involved in that too. Opportunities. Because you think about it sometimes, too, even in urban cities, there's no like pools and high schools. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But in certain demographics, there are pools. So you're able to continue to foster that swimming, you know, ambition. You might start as a kid, but you know, you can continue on in school.
Yeah.
But it just depends if you're in that demographic or not.
Okay.
But you know, I really don't know why exactly why people at home don't swim. But I'm guessing it has something to do with economics and opportunity.
Yes. You might be right on that.
Yeah.
But like you said too, because of the cost wise,
Yeah.
people don't want to spend that kind of money when also they don't see it as something they can benefit from too.
Right.
But I guess it depends on your environment too. You know, I'm sure if that probability doesn't stand strong in Florida,
Right.
with some of the black communities over there,
Yeah.
don't see it as a way that they shouldn't benefit, as a way not to learn, you know, where they feel that, you know, it's going to be beneficial for them.
Yeah. Have you waited so long to, you know, you go through childhood, teenage years, and you don't know how to swim, you get in your 20s and you're an adult, you don't really feel the need to swim at that point. Like, I've gone without it my whole life. I don't need to swim. But it is definitely a survival. It can be a survival type of thing. It's beneficial to know how to swim. Just never know when you need to, you know, navigate through some water.
Yeah.
Just never know. I mean, I don't think it's high up there. You know what I mean? But it's possible that it could be a survival.
No, I mean,
Survival skill.
for anyone to have them in the resume is very impressive.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, but to be an older black woman to do that, that right there is an accomplishment.
You know, thank you. And it's funny because I looked it up too. And I looked it up and they said that black women are like a small minority of lifeguards in the United States
Okay.
as a whole. So it is pretty rare to be a lifeguard. It's just phenomenal thing. And of course, you know, you learn CPR and all of that kind of things, so like all that stuff. And I love all of that. I'm just such a weirdo. I like stuff like that.
There's nothing wrong with
I
that.
don't know.
It's just, you know, it's you saving a life, I guess.
Yeah.
You know,
I don't know. I like to learn just that kind of thing. I mean, like different things. You know, it's just anything that really floats my boat. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do this. Just whatever it might be. It doesn't really matter. Yeah. I mean, all in all, I don't have it all figured out right now, but life is still good. It's still, I've been blessed to make it.
In a quarter-mile, turn right on Wagner Road using the right lane.
Not really having it all figured out, but I am going to plan something for myself.
you it's good to hear that you're restructuring and figuring out what's the best course of action.
Turn right on Wagner Road.
And I'm glad to hear that you also have that under your resume. Yeah, because that's something that I haven't accomplished. I accomplished, if you know something about me, I have accomplished a lot of things people dream about.
Really?
And, yeah. It's a very interesting topic, and I would say the Library of Congress will give you an insight who I am, and so, but there's so much to me. But one thing that I would like to accomplish myself is learn how to swim. But there's so many things that I have to work for right now. But that is something that I should think about. Maybe this summer, take a course. Yeah, take a course. Take some time off and learn how to swim. Which you're giving me the insight, and why not? Why not get myself to learn how to swim this summer? So you're absolutely right. And it's not like I don't have the money anymore. Now I have the money. But is it time for me? I just
it's time to think. Is it?
Well, for me, it's like to swim. It's for me to swim would be like me signing up for the Navy SEALs.
Okay.
You see. But for you, it was the Navy SEALs. For me, it's like, am I ready to go and to apply for the Navy SEALs? Are they gonna accept my resume? But not for me. That's why I said it's very interesting what you said, because for me, it's me going to the Navy SEALs and submitting my resume, saying, okay, now I can swim. Here you go. Here's my resume. And but would they accept me at my age? No, they wouldn't. That's the only downside. That's why for me it's like, why do I want to learn how to swim? But if I got presented if I met a Navy SEAL and said, hey, we're looking for someone that's older, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna take my swimming classes. I'm definitely gonna do my swimming classes so I can submit my resume. But at the same time, I created a petition to be within law enforcement.
Okay.
And I passed the age requirement. So I'm 45.
Okay.
I believe turning 45 in May. So I passed the requirement age because the most is 35. So that sucks for me. Yeah.
I thought I was going to be a cop when I was a kid.
Okay.
But I can say I'm glad I didn't go down that path.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't for me. I had gone into beauty, but what? I think we can do anything we want to do. Anything we want to do. When things like that happen, I think the age requirement, okay, well then that wasn't the thing. That ain't it.
Yeah.
But there's something else that we can do. That still gives us that fulfillment.
And that's one of the things, like for me, I've already accomplished, like I said, the Library of Congress. If you check out, just call the Library of Congress and mention my name, and they will tell you my 5 books. Because I don't want to seem like a bragger. I want you to be like, no way that I just talked to this guy. And there's other things that I've accomplished. So, there's not a lot. When I say for me to accomplish a lot of things, there's not a lot of things left for me to accomplish. I went to court. I filed custody for my oldest son. I got custody of him. I went to court again to fight custody for my 5 other children. I got played out because of lack of interest from other. There's I have some kind of a little drama, but I got played out. I should have had custody of my children, and so, but I went with the judgment call. I could have did a recount or challenged the call, whatever I needed to do. But I looked at it as, you know what, I'm gonna go with the judge's call, and I'm glad, but not glad, because it kept away some of the drama that I had to deal with, and so But I still don't have custody of my children, so I'm not happy about that. So, but like I said, when it comes to certain things people try to accomplish, I love it. Swimming is one of the things I see it as me cooking, and as you want to have a certificate, I can jump in the water, I can do what I need to do, but to stay there afloat or swim across from one end to the other, I can't do that. Yeah, I cannot do that, or even laps. But just to go from one end to the other, no, I'm gonna stop at some point. I can't swim. But
in a quarter mile, drop off Gabriela on the right.
But it's fun. It's therapeutic.
Yeah.
It's really my go-to.
And for me, it's not like I'm exhausted. It's just I have one nostril.
Yeah.
So by having one nostril, it's like it's so hard to. It's not the same.
Yeah.
It's like almost you're like already holding your breath in some way, So yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense. Well, as long as you can wade in the water, you're good. Doggy paddle, you'll get there.
Yeah. I can pedal.
Drop
It's
off
just
Gabriela on the right.
stroking, but it's just
It's that red one that goes with those lights on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Do you need help carrying the bags?
If you could just help me set it outside, I can bring it in.
Okay.
Yeah, I can do all that part. But you just set it out for me.
Okay.
Right. Thank you.
Not a problem.
Oh, boy. So yeah, my daughter's moving. And we just helped her. Yeah, she moved out tonight. So she's moving with her dad. Here's the only help I got right here.
Is that your sweater?
To your pickup at 46 Hallowell Drive. Turn right on Briar Street, then turn right on Papillon Avenue.